Hello, students. Today we are going to see some more interesting and important question. In that one among the distillation technique most suited for separating glycerol from spent lye in the soap industry is fractional distillation, steam distillation, distillation under reduced pressure, and simple distillation. Actually, this is one informative question. So, how do we separate glycerol from spent lye? That is the question. Okay, so just we'll go for that concept based. It is actually a simple way I would like to explain. In that, distillation, when we are talking about distillation, conversion of liquid into vapors by heating followed by condensation of vapor. This is actually separation method. Two techniques are available, that is volatile liquid from non-volatile impurities, and the second one liquid having sufficient difference in boiling point. So these are the two important separating technique. Okay, now in that best example, chloroform and aniline, I think they have given that boiling point, also boiling point 334 Kelvin, that is for chloroform, and aniline boiling point 457. So it is chloroform from aniline. That is the way we can identify. Okay, now next one, fractional distillation. So distillation, under there are three categories are there, that is fractional distillation, distillation under reduced pressure, and steam distillation. Okay, now fractional distillation means what? Fractions of seconds we are telling. No, so fractions, so it will be vary, the boiling point will be vary in fractions. So in that way we can identify. This is applicable if boiling points of two liquids is not much. Okay, now example, this is applicable to separate different fractions of crude oil in petroleum industries. Okay, so this is that fractional distillation. And next one, distillation under reduced pressure. So distillation under reduced pressure means the boiling point will be very high. So I just highlight the points that you please remember, so that whichever question comes, it will be able to identify. Okay, now purify liquids having very high boiling point, those which decompose at or below their boiling point. So example, glycerol can be separated from spent lye in soap industries. Actually the question asked for this only. So the glycerol can be separated from spent lye in soap industries, so that is the answer. Distillation under reduced pressure. So what is the main point you have to consider here? Very high boiling point and decompose. Okay, now next one, steam distillation. So what is it? Steam distillation, separate substance which one, which are steam, volatile, or immiscible with water. So this is aniline is separated by this technique from aniline water mixture. So that is actually immiscible liquid. So please remember all these points. I hope you got an idea which is the correct option. So the option it is distillation under reduced pressure. So this is C is the correct option. I hope you got an idea. Okay, now let's go for another important question. Yes, fine. The next question, absolute configuration of CHOHCOOH, CHClCH3. Now we have to identify which is the correct option. Yes. Before going to find out the answer, let us identify what do you mean by RS configuration? How do we identify the complete idea and the concept? Let us go for it, then only we can identify very easily. Actually this question it is hide and seek type question. Come on, let us go on hide and seek. RS configuration, R means rectus right side, that is clockwise R, and the same way yes, sinister left side anti-clockwise. Yes, give confirmation about arrangement of unit at chiral center, not rotation of plane polarized light, that is D and L. configuration, small d and l. Okay, now how do we identify, how exactly we can go for this question? Now come, let us go for that rule, golden rule, that is R is configuration n, Fisher projection formula. Assign the priority according to CIP rule. What is it, CIP rule? Con, Ingold, Prelog. That those three scientists have given this golden rule, that is E and Z configuration. Priority. So they have given that idea about priority of atomic group, atom group is directly proportional to atomic number. So the priority goes, higher atomic number will give that first priority, lower atomic number will be the fourth priority. So that is the way priority of atom group is directly proportional to atomic number they mentioned. Okay, now the second point it has mentioned in Fisher projection formula. If lower priority group, fourth group, present away from viewer means it is a vertical line, then clockwise direction means it is R configuration, and anti-clockwise direction means it's a yes configuration. So clockwise direction means R, anti-clockwise direction means yes. Okay, now come on, let us go for it, clear idea about that RS configuration. So if fourth priority group present in the horizontal line, let me draw this point for you. So here in this point, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So according to atomic number, higher priority 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose lower atomic number atom group which is present here in that fourth priority. So that clockwise means, so it is we move our eyes from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So hence the configuration clockwise is yes configuration. And the same way here, one more thing I just to draw, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The same way here. So here what it is, anti-clockwise. So fourth priority, here also fourth priority horizontal line. Fourth priority group present in the horizontal line, we move our eyes from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, hence the configuration anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it is R configuration. So we have to identify in a clear way that is RS configuration. Still more we can go for that example so that we can identify. So here I have given a clear idea. If fourth priority on horizontal line, clockwise direction yes, and anti-clockwise direction or, and the same way if fourth priority on vertical, clockwise means or and anti-clockwise means yes. The answer here, COOH, CHCl, CH3. That is the question here they are asking, right? Okay. Now we can first numbering that carbon. Okay. 1, here it is 2, and this is 3, and this is fourth carbon. Okay. Now this is here two chiral centers are there. Second carbon and third carbon. It is a chiral center. Now the next point, next step what we are going to see, it is atomic number high, we will give that higher prioritize. Okay, now oxygen, it is atomic number higher when we are comparing with other. So here first this side only 1, 2, second carbon, right? So here the first prioritize here we will give, and then of course here CHCl, here we will give the second prioritize, and the third one we will give that prioritize 3, and then of course here now fourth priority group present on horizontal line. Of course this is a horizontal line, so we move our eyes from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So hence, so here 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, so that means it is a clockwise. So clockwise means here what it is, horizontal, horizontal, that the lowest priority group present in horizontal, and it is a clockwise. That means yes configuration. So which carbon it is yes configuration? Second carbon, it is yes configuration. Yes, you got it. And now we are going for the third. third carbon, of course. Now third carbon, here chlorine, CH3 and hydrogen, of course this point. So here whom we will give that prioritize higher, so this is the first one, and then of course CHOH. So this is the second prioritize among this, and then of course this is a third prioritize, and then this is fourth. Of course this also here fourth prioritize, it comes under horizontal line. So horizontal line, it is a first one, and one, two, three, and four. So the one, two, three, and four, when it comes like this, means how to identify it's a clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is a anti-clockwise. So horizontal line, it's a anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means what it is? It's a R configuration. So which carbon it is R? Third carbon it is R. So the answer it is 2s and 3R. I hope you got the clarity about this point. Yes. So 2 yes and 3 are. So first answer, it's a correct answer. Hope you got that idea. Yes. Some more question if we look at that, means we can identify very clearly. Yes, that is what purposely I brought this question also. Absolute configuration of the following compound: CH3, CHCl, CHCl, C2H5. Okay, now let us identify with this question. So this also, whom you will give the priority, this is the first carbon, and this is the second, third, they themselves have given. Now this is the fourth carbon, of course. Here higher priority goes to chlorine atom group, right? So that means here 1, and of course CHCl, this is 2, and then here 3, and then the last one 4. Fourth priority group is there on horizontal line. Fourth priority group is there on horizontal line. So that means here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means 1, 2, 3, and 4 here clockwise rotation. So clockwise rotation, it is second carbon clockwise rotation. Yes, configuration, right? So fourth priority horizontal clockwise, it is yes configuration. The next carbon here, third carbon, here the same way here prioritize according to that higher priority will go here, that first one, and then of course here CHCl, so this is the second one, and then C2H5, this is the third one, and this is the last one. Here also prioritize fourth priority horizontal line, and then here also 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means here also what it is? Clockwise rotation only. So clockwise means what it is? Here clockwise, clockwise like this only it is coming, right? So that means it's a clockwise. So that means here also yes. So 3 yes. So 2 yes and 3 yes. Okay, now which is the correct answer? So second option, it is the correct answer. I hope you got an idea how do we go for it. Another one more question, this is somewhat typical question. Now here correct configuration of the following: CH3, CHOH, CH3, CHOH, here hydrogen. Okay, now in that same way they have given that numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So fourth priority. Now let us go and identify here. So just to watch all these rules, that it will be easy for you. Now here whom you will give the priority, so the priority order goes first here O, oxygen, then second one CH3, that means here what it is, second priority here you will give, and the third priority of course here third priority, and then fourth priority. So fourth priority horizontal, fourth priority horizontal, that means 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means what it is here, fourth priority horizontal, here 2 yes configuration. The next carbon here priority goes to first one here higher, and then here this is the second, then this is third, and this is fourth. Actually here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it is a anti-clockwise. Why? Because here fourth priority is there on the horizontal line, but slight interchange we are doing. Why we are doing interchange? Because it is away from the viewer. So slight interchange CH3 and H. So just we are interchanging. So hydrogen atom group will come here and CH3 group will come here. So automatically here 3 and here 4. So fourth priority is there on the horizontal line. So fourth priority is there on the horizontal line. Fourth priority is there on the horizontal line anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise is what it is? R. So fourth priority is there on the horizontal line. Here anti-clockwise it is R. So this is a third carbon. So which is the answer for is 2s and 3r. So first option is the correct. I hope you got the clarity of all these questions. Come on, let us go for the next question. The next question, it's very simple. Which of the following molecule is least resonance stabilized? As we see the resonance, the point tells us delocalization of electron. As we see the option, very clearly it has mentioned aromatic ring, resonance stabilized. It follows Huckel's rule. Yes, of course, benzene ring. It's a mandatory that is comes under resonance stabilized, and it follows Huckel's rule, and of course it is an aromatic ring. Yes, so delocalization takes place due to that conjugation effect. Yes, and the same way option C also, lone pair of electrons are there. So lone pair of electrons, it is what it is, delocalization takes place due to that conjugation effect. So naturally this also aromatic ring. Yes, option B also aromatic ring. Option D also aromatic ring due to that conjugation effect. Option A, actually here sp2 hybridization. So what happens? It comes over here. So naturally this goes over here. So minus. But here, actually this is sp2 hybridization. Whereas here, sp3 hybridization. Right. Now, here conjugation effect does not takes place. Why? Because here in this point bond effect takes place. Bond effect here sp2 hybridization, here sp3 hybridization. So there is no conjugation effect takes place. Delocalization of electron, it is not taking place. So naturally, which is least resonance, this is only half it is taking place, whereas this point it is not taking place that resonance. So which is the least resonance? Means option A is the least resonance. Hope you got the better idea about this question. Come on, let us go for the next question. The next question tells about which of the following compounds will be suitable for Geldols method for the nitrogen estimation. It's very simple. Which is suitable, they are asking. Let me tell you which is not suitable, so that easily you will get that idea which is suitable for this answer. Geldol methods, which is not applicable, the compound containing nitrogen in nitro group and azo group and nitrogen present in the ring, that means pyridine. So these are the compounds will not be applicable for Geldol for nitrogen estimation. So that means here nitro group is present, so that means this is not applicable, and azo group it is there, this also it is not applicable. Nitrogen present in the ring, that means pyridine, this is also not applicable. So which is the correct option? You yourself answering. So D is the correct option. Amino group aniline is the correct option. This method is suitable for compounds where nitrogen directly bonded to carbon. And I have given the clarity not suitable for nitro group, azo group and pyridine. I have given the clarity and actually related points also I have given. So please note down. Yeah, let us go for the next question in the next video. Thank you for watching.